What's good? What's good? My name is Mr. Rex. Welcome again to the Changing Times podcast. Thank you everyone for joining us. Today in the studio, we have my co-host, MD. What are you saying, brother?
Yo.
Oh yeah, what's up? And TR.
What's good?
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. And we have the guest, man, Sayso. What's good?
What's good, Mr. Rex?
Oh man, yeah. I'm looking forward to the show. You know
I know.
No, music's my thing still. Okay, so before we get started, basically, just obviously for the audience and stuff, and for my co-host, MD and TR as well, kind of give us a little bit of background on what you do in your music.
I come from Nigeria anyways. Go by the name of Sayso. Been doing music for like 5 years now, from like 2015 upwards. I used to play football, but you know what happens afterwards. But yeah, doing music, ran into Mr. Rex 4 or 5 years ago, and now my music has kind of changed, so I'm just trying new things. I'm trying other things, acting, and just motivating people around me and just doing the right things and just getting my energy up, really. So, yeah, so as we go along, you get to know more.
Okay, so what's been your most recent musical project, basically? What's the last thing that you put out?
It's a music video called The Matrix. So it's out on YouTube. Mr. Rex produced it. I'm the artist, I wrote the song, and he done the rest of it. He mixed and mastered and done every other thing. You can check out the video now, out on YouTube, called The Matrix. So that's my recent project.
And before that as well, you had the mixtape out. What was the name of the mixtape?
Yeah, released a mixtape in March, the 4th of March, called Sayso Said It. It's out on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, whatever you can name is out there, TikTok. And yeah, it's been doing well and doing good numbers, so just pushing forward. But my music has kind of changed now, so I'm into like the jazz, the slow things, and just trying to lift my spirit high anyway, so yeah, man.
Nice. I know you just said that you're doing sort of like jazz and kind of slow music.
Yeah.
So where has your music sort of like evolved from? Or what kind of genre would you say you fit under?
You know, I'll say Afro fusion, trap fusion, jazz fusion, whatever fusion. I'm not just in one line of music. I'm just doing different stuff, and I'm African, so you can hear it in my music. I've been here half my life. I've spent half my life in Africa, so you can tell that I'm basically just trying to show African London kind of thing. So that's my aim.
African London.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
So
still.
That's the motivation, that's the goal, that's the drive. And just trying to expose a lot of things that a lot of people don't really know about. Just trying to educate people, because that's how we all come together. That's how we all move forward as individuals. If we don't do that, then there's no point being here. We're not here to work a 9 to 5 or just work for a next man, or just wake up and just let your parents tell you what to do, because that's the most hard thing to do. Your parents waking you up in the morning, telling you to go to school and do this because that's what they want you to do. But what do you want to do within yourself? That's the most important thing. I got it hard. I got kicked out from a young age, so I didn't have a choice to say, all right, I want to do. I just had a difficult choice to do the wrong things, but obviously turn into the right things at the same time. So that's where we're coming from, just trying to motivate the people around us and inspire the people around us, really, with the music, with the jazz, and everything, and the visuals.
Nice. So what would you say kind of brought you to music? Like, what kind of inspired you to start, and even the name as well, because it's a very unique kind of name as well.
Do you know what? That wasn't my doing. That was just energy of life. I didn't really like music. I was never into music. So I just went to the studio with my mates. I came from a hostel. So a bunch of people just there struggling. You basically don't know what to do, just trying to make ends meet kind of thing. So my boy was like to me, yeah, you got a good voice, this and that. I was like, good voice, you know, but I'll give it a try. So I'd done it once, and it took a turn, and I was like, cool, I like it. And I just got into it. But in terms of someone inspiring me, there was no one. But now there's loads of people. You've got Jay Huss, you've got Dave, you've got people. That's like my main two people, really.
Okay, would you kind of compare yourself to them?
No. It's just they inspire me in terms of that music, the music they make and other things. But I make my own type of music, but I can go out my way to listen to them because they lift spirits up in a way, but not a lot of people understand what they're doing. It's a message. J-Hart sends a message. That's all he's about. But the jazz and everything comes from somewhere, from within us. So that's what we're just trying to explore, really.
Sick.
So how is your creative process like? So how does it differ from most artists that you sort of are inspired by, or you see who you see as success in the industry?
You know, with me, I talk more about like real life situations and what's going on, like what's in front of you, and not what's behind you or beside you, what's in front of you. So that's weather change, that's the food we eat, that's whatever you see on TV, and things like that. So I try to correct the minds and my mindset. So if I can do it for me, then I can do it for you, I can do it for him and everyone else. So that's what we're trying to do. That's my creativity.
Where could people find out?
On all platforms, so iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you play around with, whatever you do, just go online, type in Sayso, Smoky Boy Sayso, because I come from a group and now I'm a solo artist now, so it's kind of different. So if you type in Smoky Boy Sayso, you find me. If you type in Boy Sayso, you find me. So that's just it.
Okay. So do you think that the fact that you left home so early has shaped where you are today, they shaped how Sayso is today? You leaving home early from us, and explain the process and what happened at that time for you, basically leaving home so young.
Well, like I said, I never had a choice. Like, I just come over here, and after 2 weeks, my mum was like, "Rah, you've got to do certain things." I'm like, I'm not interested in doing that. So it's either I'm here or I'm not here, so what options are there for me? She's like, well, if you're going out to do whatever you do, don't come back to my house. So I'm like,
Rags.
Came home, my bags was outside in the rain. I was thinking, yo, so I phoned my grandma. And I was going to church at that time, so I phoned my church people. They kind of helped me, and my gran helped me, so she took me in for a year. And after that, I was just doing my own thing. So since then till now, I've been doing my own thing, got my own place and sorting myself out, and doing my music.
So you say you go in church. Are you spiritual?
Yeah, spiritual. But it depends what church means to you. It depends what these things means to you. So for me, it's just like a good place for me to lift my spirit up. But if you can do that within your household, if you can do that within your surrounding and your friends, you can do that, but it's where you choose to do it. But,
I know you said you do Afrofusion kind of thing, Africa London kind of thing going on. Do you feel like that kind of limits your fan base, or do you feel like it's a sort of thing because you do jazz and stuff like that? Do you feel like your fan? I'm trying to say, like, do you feel like your fan base is one particular type of people?
No, I think you need to listen to the music to understand. Because just because I said jazz, it's jazz beat, but I'm still speaking the real shit. On it. So I'm still telling you what needs to be said. I ain't changing nothing. I'm just trying to educate you on certain things that's happening out there at this point, because like Mr. Rhett is changing times, like things are changing and a lot of people are not seeing it. But if you have artists like me telling you certain things, you don't have to see it now. You might see it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, but when you do see it, just pay attention to what's going on to understand that things are changing. And it's not going to be the same what you saw life to be last year. It's not going to be the same now and moving forward. People are waiting for life to go back to normal. Well, this is normal. This has to be normal. So if you're not used to it, then you're going to be old school now, just like how things was old school back then. So if you don't adapt, then you're left behind. So
how has that changed you, though? I mean, what are these changing things that are happening, basically, compared to last year and stuff? Because obviously you as a music artist, obviously things are not the same anymore regarding what to you is now changed.
A lot of things, that's performing, shows, events.
You can't do them no more.
You can, but like through the lockdown, it was shut, so there was no way of you making money. So you have to improvise to do other things.
Like we did the video, okay.
Yeah, like even the music video, I had to shoot the music video on my phone, and then send it to Mr. Rex to mix it. So if you watch The Matrix, it was actually done on a phone.
iPhone.
Yeah, so it's crazy how you have to be more creative and do things out of what people are thinking of. So that's what I'm trying to do, just to show different parts and different things that's happening in my life and in other people's life, like my friend Dorts and whatever's going on. Just trying to put the projects together.
Nice. And just one more thing, I was just wondering, other than music, like what sort of motivates you on a day-to-day basis? What keeps you going? What drives you even more to do music?
Having this conversation, talking about life, talking about how to move forward, what you've done, because in life we're all sitting in different angles. In the world, like, you're supposed to be watching out for me. I'm supposed to be watching out for you. But if we're all in different places, that's not going to happen. So the more we come together, the more we speak together, the more we, even just picking up the phone to call your friends and checking up on them and this and that, that lifts my spirit on a different level. Just knowing that my friend is going through something and I can help him.
Right.
Yeah,
that helps me.
Still.
So that's what, if you listen to the music, like I said, you will see that.
That's the message. Yeah.
That's the message.
Okay, thank you very much, Sayso, for joining us in the studio and sharing your experiences and your music and stuff like that. I'd like to thank my co-hosts again, MD and TR as well, for joining us as well. And you know the drill. Share, like, subscribe to the podcast if you like as well. And make sure you join us next time for the Changing Times podcast. I'm Mr. X, your host, and I'll see you next time.